Hi folks, we're looking at pastoral counselling, and we're looking at one of the most difficult issues of pastoral counselling, and that's sexual abuse. If a child comes to you as a pastor and tells you that they've been abused, then the first thing you need to do is inform the police and the social services. It's as simple as that. If the child is accused someone in your church, you still need to tell the police and you still need to tell the social services. Very often a pastor can have a pastor's heart and want to care for the whole church and think, well, if this blows up it'll destroy the church. But at the end of the day, you're legally responsible to make sure that the police and the social services are informed, and you need to do that for the protection of the child. The second thing is, if someone in your congregation comes to you and says that they've abused someone, abused a child or something, and they confess this to you, you immediately should tell the police and the social services again. There are some things as a counsellor and a pastor that you can't keep secret. You know, people will tell you their secrets and you've got to keep them secret. But when it comes to something like that, you need to tell them that if they tell you about whatever they're going to say, that if it's something really serious that they've done wrong, that you need to tell the police and the social workers or whatever. Okay. So that's the two issues there, and that means that in your church you need to make sure that you've got good policies for for children's work and youth work. That you need a good child protection policy where every worker is vetted, has a CRB, and is made sure that they are okay with children, and same with youth. They need to be checked out. You can't have people working with children or young people who you don't know and who have not got a good record for dealing with children or young people. And that will protect you as a church. It will protect vulnerable children. It will also protect the young people, and it will protect the workers, that they've been vetted and that there are professional guidelines for dealing with children. But if abuse comes your way, you're told about abuse of a child, then the social services and the police need to be informed. If someone comes to you and tells you when they were a kid that they've been abused, that's a very specialist area. So I would say that the best thing to do there is to find out in your church if there's someone else who's gone through that and link them up with the person, or to find out someone who's a Christian who knows about counselling and knows about that area really well, because it's a very specialised area to help someone who's gone through that kind of traumatic experience. So those are my thoughts about sexual abuse, either with a child or someone confessing it, or dealing with someone who has been abused, who's an adult now but been abused as a child. Those are my thoughts about that. You should know these things as a pastor and as a counsellor, but very often people don't use their common sense sometimes. So there we are. So I hope that's a blessing to you and a help. Okay, thank you.